Hello, have you heard of the concept of Memento Mori, which translates to remember you will die? It is related to the Stoic philosophy, and what I like about the Stoic philosophy is that it's easier to understand and to apply directly in your life. I remember I had an interest about philosophy and I was start reading in general philosophy books, but I was getting lost. But in Stoicism it's more easier to understand. And I was thinking if this concept of remember you will die and that life is always changing and there is beauty in moments that don't last forever, I thought, can this relate to photography? And actually it can. And I asked an AI tool if this can be related and it gives me some points. And I will go quickly through my notes and then I will show you some photos which I think are related to that. So it says it captures transience, which some English words hard for me to say, but I hope I said correctly. It's like highlight elements of life and symbolize impermanence, such as falling leaves, weathered hands, melting snow, or a flickering candle. These images remind us of passing of time and fragility of existence. I like this, but this kind of sounds like you're more looking about that, and for me it's more like I see something and I'm responding on that. And this all the three photos I show you, it wasn't something planned. It says explore themes of mortality, create images that reflect life inevitabilities such as old buildings, abandoned objects, or graveyards. Pair these with visual compositions that evoke reflection rather than fear, soft lighting, peaceful framing, or calming tones. Again, I'm going to keep from that exploring themes of mortality and sometimes not mortality itself, but something that can symbolize it. It says use contrast, showcase the interplay between life and death. And again, we can say that. Emphasize the presence. And I think I have already made like a video, but I want to explore it further about how to use uh, one camera as a mindful camera, and I will link it to that. It goes CamSnap, and I want to explore more that camera. And also, it says minimalizing the composition and play with light and shadow and symbolizing objects. Incorporates symbols of mortality such as hourglass, clocks, skulls, or wilted flowers in your shots. These items have historically been used in Memento Mori art and add layers of meaning to your shots. So I think this is the notes, and I looked even more than I should. But I can't. If you go and look about Memento Mori, it has been used in painters in the history of art, and they will mainly use, or not in many cases, they use skulls as it says. They use dead animals or fruits that are not fresh, and showing the time passing. But for me, I see frequently, or some cases, dead animals on the street, but I don't feel like capturing them as photos. And but let's go and see the photos I'm going to share with you. I think in general you understand the concept. It's like it's important to have in mind that sorry for the noise from outside. It's always happening. So for me, it's the concept of life is always changing, and there's a beauty in moments that don't last forever. And I think photography can help us to appreciate these moments. So there's a mention also about graveyards and cemeteries, and I think that's a perfect photo that capturing this concept. It's like you can see the time passing on the teddy bear itself, and it's in a cemetery. So as I say in another video, I think always this one is one of my favorite photos. It's captured in UK, possibly in a cemetery in Guildford in Surrey, and makes me. It's one of my favorite photos and makes me think a lot about it sometimes. And I mean, I spoke about wabi sabi, which is like the beauty in imperfection in another video, and I can link also you to that. And yeah, that's one photo captures these concepts. Another one is this one. This maybe is telling you nothing, but if you heard in the news 2 years ago was a train crash in Greece, two trains crash and 57 people lost their lives. And because train is my favorite mean of transport, I was really sad. And of course, what happened? And I took this the next day and I called it soulless because I was feeling empty. I was feeling, and it was like an if you imagine it can look like an empty body and it feels like soulless, and imagine the pain of the people going through that. And this is one of the photos for me that capture this concept of memento mori. And these kids, that most of them were kids, lost their lives. They didn't thought the morning before or 2 days before they trip that they will die. I hear stories of survivors, and they were all. It was one of the happiest, trains, because kids were and students were returning from their. It was a bank holiday weekend, and all of them returning home, or sorry, returning to their studies from the home. My dog is fine. Okay, yeah. So we cannot do anything of the sounds of outside, and it's like, as you say, we have to see the beauty of it. Yeah, sorry, that's one of the things. And this story of the train crash, it's one of the stories that makes me really sad and touch me a lot. And I have the chance to speak with one of the survivors, and it's really hard where they are going through. Another, which is, I can call it soulless, and it goes through a mindful walk for a course I was doing. It was this. It's like a teddy bear if I bunny on the street, and it's like somebody killed it. It's like in a fairy tale world, a murder happened. But again, it's like this was the elements of surprise in this photo, and this makes me think lots of things as a photo. So these are the three photos, and I hope you see the connection. For me, my approach to death is like it is something I cannot control. It can happen anytime. I worry for everything but death. I don't know if that makes sense. I worry for everything in every simple little thing in my life. I exaggerate a little, but since I was a kid, I was suffering from anxiety, and I'm still suffering from anxiety. And photography is helping me to deal with these things. But yes, but death is something, as the Stoics say. It is not only for death, but the Stoics in general says we should concentrate on the things we control. And for me, there is no way that I can control me not dying or when I will die. So I don't mind if I'll die tomorrow, and I try to take it day by day. In the past, I was planning or booking holidays or in the future, but now I don't want to do that. I want to like look one day in ahead or even hours ahead only. And as I say, I cannot control where I will die. The only thing I hope is like I will not suffer a lot when this happens. But we'll see. I mean, we will find out one day. So that's all for today. I hope I will inspire you to explore more the Stoic philosophy if you don't know about it. And there are a lot of podcasts about that, and there are quite a lot of books that are easily accessible, and it can improve the quality of our life. Like thinking that we can die today or tomorrow, it can only help us to be more present. I don't think it's a pessimistic approach. And yes. So if you like this video, uh, please subscribe or make a comment or share your thoughts. And it's slightly different from some of my videos I'm doing, but I don't think I'm here only to make reviews of cameras. I'm here also to reflect on myself and, try to be a better person. Thanks for everything. Hope you'll see you again and have a good day. And don't forget to be present and creative. Bye.